let's go back in time here. Okay, we're doing a Habs trade deadline throwback. Okay, so to the best of your memories, guys, what's your favorite Montreal Canadiens trade? It could be either at the trade deadline or a week prior. Let's stick with the month of March. Okay, it doesn't have to be the trade deadline, but what is your what are some of your top trades that Montreal's made?
What's his name? Fuck.
Well, we had it as a story the other day. Kovalev coming in all those years ago.
The ultimate. Kovalev is the
no,
number
right,
one.
but there was another one that was fucking.
The other one happened a few years back that was really exciting, and I thought it was going to really give the Habs a competitive advantage. Thomas Vanek.
Vanek, that's the name. That's what I wanted. Vanek.
That was a
I was
lot
going
of
to say
fun.
Spotcheck, but it's Vanek.
Chris just said my acquisition of Vanek. Not even Kovalev. I knew someone was going to say, but I went with Vanek.
That's right, Joe. That's right, Joe. You shut your dirty mouth and let me see.
I was so hyped when we got Vanek. We won the big fish, you know, of the pond. Like we were the big winners. We got the biggest player. We made the third round, but he didn't perform in the playoffs.
Oh my god! And I think, but I don't know if Michel Therrien really liked him.
Who the hell did he like? Jesus Christ! He just liked to smoke his cigarettes.
Okay, so here it was on March 5th, 2014.
That's it.
So the Canadiens traded Sebastian Kohlberg and a second round pick to the New York Islanders for Thomas Vanek and a 5th round pick in 2014. So the drafts were conditional. So yeah, that is probably I could say that's a top 3. Would you say that's a top 3 pick?
Yeah.
In March in recent history. All right. You fast forward a year later. Okay. March 2nd, 2015.
Ryder?
No.
Who was it?
He played defense.
The
Edmonton Oilers got screwed over and missed this guy. That's correct. Yeah.
Oh, he came on.
He came literally a year later.
Yeah, and it was
on March 2nd.
A really early trade in the morning. I remember it was like 9:00 in the morning. Bergevin was like, "Okay, got him done."
Petrie was a good trade. Yeah.
So the Canadiens traded a second round pick, in 2015 and a 4th round pick in 2015 to the Edmonton Oilers for Jeff Petrie. So it's so funny because that second round pick turned out to be Jonas Siegenthaler, who played for Washington, and the other one is Caleb Jones, who I think plays in Chicago right now.
Oh, they actually became NHL. I didn't know that.
They actually became NHL players for Jeff Petrie.
Crazy. Isn't it crazy, Sam? Some of the trades you're mentioning a few years back, how much I would say a little less assets were given up just to get some of these players. As
Dude, none of these players ever became something except for
compared to Tanner Janot's deal now, like and getting Petrie and Vanek.
Yeah,
it's insane.
It is. Well, look at Kovalev's trade for Joseph Balej and a 2nd round pick.
One of the best deals of all time.
It is one of the best deals. One of the best deals of all time. I can't pronounce his name, but yeah, Balej.
Balej.
What else there? So I'm on this pretty cool website called habswatch.com, and I have like all the trade history here in front of me. I'm going back 2009. A Pierre Gauthier trade, Matt D'Agostini for Aaron Palushai. Do you remember that one?
I had hopes for D'Agostini, man. I liked his game.
Yeah, we all did. When he in his first 5 games, he scores 5 goals. Scored a goal a game in his first 5 games. Looked like our buddy Max. So but then after that,
Max,
it fucking amounted to nothing. Oh my god. March. Okay, do you guys remember this one? March 8, 2006. A goalie for a goalie. Let's go all the way back to 2006.
Oh, that was a
goalie.
That was Theodore getting traded.
For who?
For.
Oh, you got this. Come on.
Cristobal.
No.
Cristobal was already the backup goaltender.
Oh no.
You guys know it. You have
Abisher.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, David Abisher. And then you know what? I was actually at the game where Theodore came back for the first time in Montreal as a Colorado Avalanche, and I think the Canadiens won 6-5. And I think the game winner came from fucking Craig Rivet out of the box breakaway goal.
Pretty cool.
I remember that. And they asked Kovalev, like, how are you going to score on Theodore? And he goes, well, he's he's not that tall, so I'm going to fucking aim for his head.
I have a good one.
Yeah.
2001.
Stand by. In March?
Yep.
March 2001? Jesus. Okay, here we go. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is it Trevor Linden, Dinas Zubris, and a second-round pick
man.
to Tampa Bay for Richard Zetnik, Jan Bulis,
and a first rounder, which ended up being Parazogan.
My God, Alex! Remember when Parazogan fucking swung his stick in the?
Yeah, he was a little crazy.
Fucking.
But he hated. I remember he hated Toronto when he used to play them. I don't
blame him
as a player, but I know he didn't. I mean, he didn't amount to much. He only played a bit for Montreal, but I liked his potential. It never worked out. But
Zetnik was awesome.
Having Zetnik, especially complete the Koivu and Kovalev line, and Jan Bulis, he had his moments.
4-goal game. He had a 4-goal game.
Yeah, that's right.
Zook, didn't you call Dinas Zubris Zubat at one point in your life?
Zubat, of course. I've called him many times. Pokemon fan. Zubat.
I remember back in high school, fucking Zubat.
Yeah, he had sick hair.
Oh my
God! I thought that was a win for Montreal. I think 100%. Zetnik became.
Well, yeah,
I think Zetnik was the best offensive player out of all of them. I think to thrive after that deal.
Oh yeah, dude. When he got clotheslined by fucking by
McSorley.
No, not McSorley, but he has a not McCleary.
Kyle McLaren.
Yeah.
McLaren.
Dude, like Zetnik being out of the series against Carolina in 2002, like that was one of the reasons why we
There's
lost.
always something, in that series. We lose him that year. We lose Koivu another year.
I was at that fucking game when Koivu got his eye out by Justin Williams. It was bullshit. Bullshit, man. Everybody lost their shit at the refs, rightfully so.
No, the most bullshit was when I don't know how this is coming to the podcast, but that 2002, that overtime when Yannick Perreault did not take the face off, I lost my shit. I broke my fucking remote.
And they put Bill Lindsay there.
Bill Lindsay, the guy that has 90%, over 90+% face off win, the best face off. How do you not have him in the defensive zone to take that? Michel Terrien, I'm glad you're gone. Never come back, please.
What a fucking
so it's so funny because a couple weeks ago, Bill Lindsay was a guest that he's like, I think he was on a guest with Mitch Melnick, and he goes like, yeah, unfortunately, I might be remembered for that fucking play. Just like I never take a face off, like late in the game, important face off in our own zone. He puts me out.
Overtime, such painful memories.
Oh yeah, so. Okay, let's before we call it quits.
We losing tonight? We have a game, right?
It's true. The Canadiens are playing the Anaheim Ducks right now. I got the Laval Rockets that.
Yeah, I got it in the background over here, over my shoulder.
A nice California loss.
Oh, I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing Trevor Zegras doing a fucking Michigan goal on Montembeault again. Like,
no problem. Make them catch up to us in the standings. I'm good with it.
Well, listen, I mean, like I said, it's for me there's only certain players that I want them to score or perform or play well. Then, and that's that. But speaking of the Rocket, there's another fight going on. They got a must-win game, but I'm happy that Kent Hughes was able to somehow. What was the rule? They in paper format send down Jesse Lonen and Raphael Harvey Pinard.
Yep.
If they do make the playoffs, they're eligible to play with them, which I think was a great move. Yeah. But they got sent down, but they got called back because you're only allowed 4 call-ups after the deadline till the end of the season. They couldn't put Barron in because he got injured.
Of course.
And which
was an injury.
Dude, like he's got to be careful, man. He's got to protect himself a lot better than that along the boards. But listen, I want to recap just last year's trade deadline trades, man. Like, I'm hoping one day, we're talking about the best trades ever made in the month of March. That I'm hoping the Ben Sherratt trade is. I hope we could be talking about this one.
Ben Sherratt for Connor Bedard.
in a couple of years.
Could
Man.
be. Hey, Florida's in the spot right now. Like I said, Ottawa, Florida's in the spot right now to get 3% at first. Overall.
Okay, but could this trade become one of the best trades ever made in Canadiens history? Brett Kulak to William Lagesson, the conditional second-round pick that has become Lane Hudson.
Yes, that could be. That could very any one of the deals they made. Even who did we get for Tyler Toffoli? Who ended up being the pick?
We got Tyler Pitlick, and the first round pick is Philip Massar. And we also got Emil Heineman and Tyler Pitlick.
So either that or Massar, what can make of this draft with Florida, their first rounder, which right now, like I said, if they end this spot, it's 3% more to getting first overall. So they have to stay at this.
It helps. To
add a little bit more to that Ben Sherratt trade, the fourth round pick that they got in 2002, they picked Cédric Guédon, who plays with Colby Barlow with the Owen Sound attack, and Cédric Guédon he's playing very well with Colby Barlow. We're projected to get Colby Barlow. If we pick 7th, he might go there. Left winger. He's got over 40 goals now in the Ontario Hockey League.
Don't want 7th.
I'm just saying, if we land there and we pick him, I know I'll be happy with that pick.
If it ain't Bedard, it's Mishkov or we riot.
No Fantilli? No Fantilli?
I want.
You know what, Chris? I just want to go for like the home run pick, and to me, Michkov is more of a home run pick than Fantilli. Him, if his potential carves out the way it could be the biggest bust. It could be. I know his contract situation, but I just want the big prize. He was projected to be second the whole time, right behind Bedard, and then the whole Russia thing came in. It has nothing to do with his talent. So go big or go home. That's what I want.
I'm gonna end it off.
What if we win the draft? We have like Florida flying upwards, and we finish right around 5th or 6th from the bottom, and Mishkov doesn't get picked. Could you imagine?
I will come give you I'll come give you a hug, Chris, if that happens.
Jesus.
I'll remember this conversation.
Okay. Accepted.
Okay.
just search up the song "Crap for Connor, Bad for Bedard."